Aloha! This is lesson 23 from A Course in Miracles with Hope Johnson. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. The idea for today contains the only way out of fear that will ever succeed. Nothing else will work. Everything else is meaningless. But this way cannot fail. Every thought you have makes up some segment of the world you see. It is with your thoughts, then, that we must work, if your perception of the world is to be changed. If the cause of the world you see is attack thoughts, you must learn that it is these thoughts which you do not want. There is no point in lamenting the world. There is no point in trying to change the world. It is incapable of change because it is merely an effect. But there is indeed a point in changing your thoughts about the world. Here, you are changing the cause. The effect will change automatically. The world you see is a vengeful world, and everything in it is a symbol of vengeance. Each of your perceptions of, quote, external reality is a pictorial representation of your own attack thoughts. One can well ask if this can be called seeing. Is not fantasy a better word for such a process, and hallucination a more appropriate term for the result? You see the world that you have made, but you do not see yourself as the image maker. You cannot be saved from the world, but you can escape from its cause. This is what salvation means. For where is the world you see when its cause is gone? Vision already holds a replacement for everything you think you see now. Loveliness can light your images and so transform them that you will love them, even though they were made of hate, for you will not be making them alone. The idea for today introduces the thought that you are not trapped in the world you see, because its cause can be changed. This change requires, first, that the cause be identified and then let go, so that it can be replaced. The first two steps in this process require your cooperation. The final one does not. Your images have already been replaced. By taking the first two steps, you will see that this is so. Besides using it throughout the day as the need arises, 5 practice periods are required in applying today's idea. As you look about you, repeat the idea slowly to yourself first, and then close your eyes and devote about a minute to searching your mind for as many attack thoughts as occur to you. As each one crosses your mind, say, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about blank. Hold each attack thought in mind as you say this, and then dismiss that thought and go on to the next. In the practice periods, be sure to include both your thoughts of attacking and of being attacked. Their effects are exactly the same because they are exactly the same. You do not recognize this as yet, and you are asked at this time only to treat them as the same in today's practice periods. We are still at the stage of identifying the cause of the world you see. When you finally learn that thoughts of attack and of being attacked are not different, you will be ready to let the cause go. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. Hooray! Hooray! This is a fun one because now we're kind of turning into, okay, here's how you let go of it. Here's how you be released from this cause that you made. You know, everyone's trying to be saved in the world. Also, the ego has salvation for you. It's called death. So there's trying to be saved through death too. You'll probably notice, if you haven't already, that this seems like a nice rest. Death seems like a nice rest for the ego. So there was one part really stood out to me that probably people can use some clarification for in here, and that has to do with these 3 steps that it talks about. Let's see here. Loveliness can light your images and so transform them that you will love them even though they were made for hate. That's another part that stood out for me. Everything that seems to be annoying, fearful, anything like that, when you truly give up the attack thoughts, by using this particular one, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about whatever it is. If you think someone's attacking you, maybe you think someone's projecting onto you, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about Maria projecting on me, for instance. Right? I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about my body not being good enough, for instance. So everything that you give up attack thoughts about, it just becomes this lovely, endearing thing to you. It's no longer the way you saw it. And this is transforming. This is transforming your sight. Things and people and even your own body and everything like that start to reveal this holiness, this loveliness that's beyond what your body's senses rest upon. The body's senses are made to stop at these borders that we made on everything that we perceive and look on it like that, like a separate image. And it's always made of an attack thought. So when the attack thoughts are being resolved, all of the images become so much lighter because they're actually for your salvation. So there's 3 steps here. It's talking about 3 steps, and it goes the way the 3 steps are put out here. It seems like some people could definitely use some clarification. So first step is identifying the cause of the world. Okay, so we've been going through this in the other practice periods. We identify the cause of the world as being attack thoughts, right? And the second step is to let the attack thoughts go. Okay, so both of these steps are really potent, and also they're coming up when you try to do this. You're coming up against ego defenses. That's why the practice periods are important. They're only 1 minute, and you're talking about escaping the world you see by giving up attack thoughts. The third step you don't have to even concern yourself with, because when you take the first 2 steps, you see that the images you made have already been replaced. The world becomes endearing to you. I mean, to me, even war is endearing. Like I get the perception of war. Someone mentions something about war. It just pops in my head that there's war in the world, apparently. And, it's endearing. You just start to see everything differently. And that's the beginning of eventually seeing right through it and seeing the world that is actually created for you. None of us are seeing the world that's created for us while we are perceiving separate bodies. And so this is the road to seeing through what we made and actually seeing the real world. This is the vision is already it's already project, let's say the vision is already projected. It's just that we have our attack thoughts projecting over it, right?
It's just a matter of believing it or not. Because
Right.
when these things pop up in our head, we don't have to believe it.
Right. And what causes the belief is not recognizing that we are the image maker, right? So that's a true perception when you're aware. That's why it's awareness. It's what you would see. What would you see? You know, would you see that you are the image maker, or would you see that, I mean, if you're the image maker, you can love everything because you made it. But if you see the images as being outside of yourself, there's no way you can love them. You wouldn't even be expected to if they were really outside of yourself.
So the first step is to stop believing what the images pop up. They're not true. And then you can remake them in loveliness.
Right, because they're coming from you. And that's the thing that's the most defensible to the ego, is the idea that they're coming from you. The ego does not want you to know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge turning point. Once you're aware that they're coming to you, once you're aware they're coming from you, the second step for me seems like a no-brainer. You know, that you would be released from them, and anything that you perceive that seems to be against you, you can be released from because it's coming from you. So that's what this, each lesson is just so potent and so important. And that's what this lesson is showing you, that these images are images you made, and you made them out of attack thoughts, and you can be released from the attack thoughts. Giving up what you made. And that, to me, seemed to be the most difficult part, is giving up what you made. I notice a major resistance in myself to giving up that I made that person project onto me, for instance. And I talk to people now, and I could see the look in their eye when I tell them, hey, if someone's projecting onto you, that's your projection. That's coming from you.
Your secret self.
Yeah, that's right. No one can project onto you without your attack thought. So enjoy. We love you. Ahui ho.
Mm-hmm.